Hey, you. Welcome to my podcast. Do you like amebo, unsolicited advice, and very unconventional opinions about Christianity, mental health, and psychology? Then you're in the right place. It's Monday Morning Brand with Miss James H&M. Let's go. Hey, you. Good morning, and welcome to another episode of Monday Morning Rants with your favorite host, Messi James H&M. I'm here again with hot gist, hot takes. What we are talking about, which is currently surviving Egypt, and it's basically talking about ways to survive in a toxic workplace. I'm not going to do plenty ceremony today, so let's just get right to where we stopped last week. Last week, I think the last point of the day was have trail of conversations, have evidence of conversations that happened between you and your colleagues, between you and your direct bosses, so you don't shoot yourself in the foot, or when somebody is trying to throw you under the bus, you are not evidenceless. There's evidence of their lies, there's evidence of their deceit, and they can be caught red-handed because HR no go believe who reports last. Now who first reports, now then they believe. So that's where we stopped last week. This week, the first thing I'll talk about is learn to defend yourself, which is like a direct continuation of where we stopped last week. All that evidence you're gathering is not for you to keep it in your archive and not do anything about it. You should use it to defend yourself if the need arises. Don't wait and let somebody take your job away with lies. And then you're just sitting down there doing, God will fight for me, God will fight. Yes, there are cases where truly God fights for us, but you defending yourself or pointing out a lie with evidence is not you playing dirty. It's just you playing their game with a response. It's not all the time as a Christian, you sit down and let people walk all over you and let people. Sometimes I feel it's people pleasing, and just because you can't confront situations, you pass it off as being a graceful person. It's hurting you. And it's not as if God says you should not confront. You know, there are sometimes God will actually tell you, don't confront the situation. Just don't worry about it, leave it. But there are scenarios where you actually have to confront the person involved, especially if they're hurting your work. You know, there are bullies even in adult life. Yes, there are people that will bully you in your workplace, there are neighbors that bully you. There are, see, bullying in adulthood, I feel is even sometimes more um of effect than secondary school bullying. Okay, let me not say that, Sha, because some of us went through it in secondary school. But yes, there's bullying in adult life. And most of that bullying sometimes goes on in the workplace. So if someone is bullying you, and there are different categories of bullying, there's the one where sometimes the person is trying to either get on your last nerves, just to push your nerves and just get you angry, make you look like the bad person, like that. Then there's the one where either the person wants what you have, that's your job role, they feel they deserve that promotion better than you, or they deserve the office more than you do. So they try to undermine you in the presence of everybody. They talk bad about you, they paint you in a bad light, they make you look incompetent. You can't just sit down and do nothing. Somebody's making it look as if a job that didn't get done, it was you that was supposed to do it. I shared my own story last week now. When, if you didn't listen to last week's rants, just go and listen so that you will be able to flow with what I'm talking about now and you won't feel left out. So just pause this, go back to last week's rant and listen to it. Then you can come back to this if you missed last week's rant. But if even if you want to listen to this first and go back to, that's fine. And even if this is your first time clicking a link to my post, you are very welcome. And I promise you have a jolly good ride. Yes, it's going to be fun, it's going to be bubbly, and let's just get back to what I'm saying. There are some cases somebody will lie, like outright lie. Eh, she's the one that was supposed to do this tax, and it was supposed to be either a group thing or outrightly is even the person that was supposed to do it. But you know how it is now. HR, all these HR that studied microbiology, they have no degree in human resources and management, so they don't even know what they are doing. So first to accuse, first to be right. You get it? So that's all that evidence you are gathering. You should use it. Trail of conversations, have screenshots. You know, many people have disappearing messages on now. So as you are sending the message and they are sending a reply, as you are opening the reply, screenshots, have recording of phone calls, and don't just keep it. Use it if you have to. Somebody is lying about something they were supposed to do instead of you. Bring out screenshots, bring out your evidence, bring out that email, bring out phone conversations that you recorded, put it on the table and let them defend themselves. You have done your own defense. It is a rat race out there. Rat race, it is fight, it's tug of war. So you have to be ready. Be gentle as doves. Yes, be gentle as doves, but be very wise as serpents. So me, I'm here to teach you some of the wise things you can be doing in that your workplace. And the other side of bullying, like I said, there are some people that just like to get under your skin. They can pick on you for, the way secondary school bullies are now. They can pick on you just because of the shape of your nose, the way you look, can be anything. There are people like that just feel sometimes intimidated by you. So they feel getting under your skin and making you look like the bad person is nice. So they say the snide comments, bad comments, they say bad things about you behind you, and you get to know. There are sometimes you have to confront it. And the confrontation has to be in the presence of people they lied to. A lot of people like that hide behind somebody said, nobody wants to say who actually said. Somebody said this. Somebody said you stole money from office, this thing. The money we were supposed to use for this, you were the one that ate it. And there was no money like that, though. The rumor just came from nowhere. Everybody's forming somebody said, but you know who said it. And nobody wants to point the finger. Or there might just be one person that points the finger, like, this is who said. And then you don't want to confront it. Sometimes you should. And if you're confronting that kind of situation, I honestly feel you should be in the presence of people that person told the lie to, like, okay, oh, I heard, and do it during break time so that it doesn't look like you are obstructing progress. You can go to their decks calmly. Like I said, when you are confronting situations, you don't have to yell, you don't have to shout. You can do it in a very demure and mature way. Like, Miss Sandra, I heard you were the one that said this. Please, I'm going to need you to provide evidence of this thing you've said. If not, I'm going to take it to the HR because both of us know you told a blatant lie. And it is defamation of my character, and I'm not going to take that from you. Like, person will be, they will start stammering, or the person will start catch them unawares. Do you get? You have to defend yourself sometimes. Then there's another kind of bullying now. That is the diabolic one. And I'm not even whining. There are people that have experienced this in the workplace. You get a promotion, maybe five of you were up for that promotion, then you were the one that got picked. Next thing you know, you're seeing charm on your doorstep, on your office doorstep. You're seeing charm on your seat. You're beginning to fall sick more often. You know it is a spiritual attack. You're having weird dreams. And you know who is doing it. Because sometimes people that are diabolic like that, some of them even come to you to let you know, see, now me, they do you. They are very proud and boastful about it. That's your time to not, you can't fight spiritual with physical. Go on your knees. And if you are not, there's something my mom used to say. If you no go hold God, hold something. Abi? Because these people that are attacking you now, at least they hold jazz. So they are holding something. Don't be a salami gunduku. According to what my mom says, don't be a salami gunduku. Like, you don't have anything. God, you know, gree hold. Time to pray, you go they sleep. You don't have a spiritual, you don't have a um altar, you don't have anything. So they're even attacking you. There's nothing you can do. I have a praying mother. Yes, sometimes actually, a lot of times, the prayers of our mothers have saved us. But you yourself have to learn to fight your battles on your knees. When it comes to that kind of bullying, you cannot go and meet the person and be like, I know it's you. See, physical and spirit, they know they correlate, they know they jam. So go on your knees and pray. God, fight for me. God, keep me safe. Protect me. Use scriptures, pray protection over yourself. It is warfare, spiritual one. And that one, no be English cannot do it. Learn to choose your battles. The one that sometimes you have to defend yourself, defend yourself. That sometimes you just have to ignore it and let it go. Like, let the person feel like a dog that is just barking. Just ignore them, leave them there. Then there are times you actually have to present evidence, like, this is email, this is that, this is the trail of conversation, so I am innocent in this matter. Do that. Oh, and there's another level of bullying, the one that comes from someone you cannot fight, like your boss. Now there are some bosses that, oh lord, they're the, weapon fashioned against you. Every day there's something new. They are the ones that will yell at you. Are you a fool? Are you an idiot? Are you stupid? And sometimes when that kind of thing is consistent, it will have an effect on your mental health. That's your time to start praying, God, please change my job. And if you still have to, because sometimes God keep us under people like that to teach us patience, to teach us endurance, so that we you be able to serve yourself when you become your own boss. In that kind of case, I honestly feel just trust God to keep your mental health in place, because it's not easy. Working under a terrible boss go easy at all. So just pray, keep praying to God to help you. Malicious compliance, something like that. There are some, just make the person feel like a child. As she dey shout, no talk anything. Just they look am. When she's done shouting, ma, so what do you want now? Or sir, what exactly do you want me to do? Are you asking me that stupid question? I'm sorry. I just need it like spelled out. What do you need? Do this, and I say, yes, sir. Carry your file and be going. Let them feel like their shouting has no effect on you. And yes, there's how you can condition yourself to block out the noise. I do it sometimes for me. Once somebody I can, maybe someone I can yell back at or I can't talk back to is yelling at me, I just block out the noise. When you are done yelling, like when I hear silence, is when I start listening again. I just block it out. I'm not hearing anything. So you can start to do that, block out the noise. Then if because all of us temperaments they different. If the thing touch you, no can allow person they feel like say then they get to you, you are crying in front of your boss. No, hold your head up. When the person have finished shouting as you can run to the toilet and go and cry in the toilet, or cry when you get home, but don't cry in front of nobody. Don't let nobody have that kind of power over you. So go inside that toilet, go and cry and use that. One thing me I used to say, don't waste your worry, don't waste your tears. As you are crying like that, be using that tears to pray to God. Because just crying, it doesn't do anything. You just sit down, you're crying. What does the crying now do? You get, yeah, sometimes crying makes you feel better. It's like detoxing. But as you're crying, be praying, God, defend me. God, give me wisdom to handle this situation. Help me, Lord. Help me out. Use the tears to be praying. Use the word to be praying. You get it? So, in that kind of situation, learn to block out the noise. Just do what they want. And anything you can do to avoid being yelled at or avoid being on the bad side of that person, do it. Do it. So, that's another level of bullying that cannot be then, oh, how can I forget this part, dealing with colleagues that are dubious. There's some workplaces now that maybe they are changing figures. My own profession now, it's usually stealing materials on site, chopping money, selling materials off site and all of that. when you're in that kind of a workplace, in corporate place, there's some kind of things you either remove yourself from or just leave them be. Let me explain. What I mean is sometimes snitching on people that are doing bad things in the workplace. I know the scripture says, don't be a part of unfruitful works of darkness, instead expose them. But there are sometimes exposing them will either put you in danger, or it makes you unsafe, or it puts a target on your back. In that case, don't do. If you cannot beat them, you join them. If you join them, you that is just joining, maybe all the money you don't steal, now just like 50K. They don't chop million. The day they will pack you, they go see pack everybody, plus you that is only 50K that you stole. That's even by the side. As a believer, I don't see why money, anyways, all of us have different strengths. So if you know money is not one of your, pray for God to help you. Don't be a part of corruption in the workplace, because the day every katakata go bust open, they will pack you too with everybody that is involved. You don't necessarily have to report, because if you go and report now, I've seen a case where someone got assassinated for reporting something, some elaborate fraudulent activities in their workplace. There was an attempt, there was an assassination attempt on his life. So in that situation, honestly, reporting will not do you any good. Just mind your business. You don't have to say nothing. You don't have to join them. Do your job, carry your bag, and go home. Do your job, rinse and repeat. Don't involve yourself inside. Don't do as if you know what they are doing. Just ignore. Turn the I know it sounds wrong in a way, right? But I want to believe that in that situation, except God is leading you to go and report, please just mind your business and leave them alone. Don't join them. If they are sharing the money, take your own. Say thank you so much. I'm not interested. Reject such envelopes and go about your business. Collect your salary, the one that is your own pay. Don't join them. Yeah, I know sometimes in the workplace, snitches get promotion, but it depends. It depends. Choose your battles. Learn to be efficient in a beneficial way. Learn to be effective and efficient in a beneficial way. Learn to be efficient in a beneficial way. And I'll explain. Okay, let me paint a scenario now. You have a plumbing problem. You have a plumbing problem, and you invite this big plumber, and the big boy plumber is telling you, okay, you need to change the pipes, you need to do a complete overhaul and just replace everything, and everything will cost you 500K. And you're like, Oga, I no get that kind of money. Say to that's honestly what he thinks can be done. So after he leaves, you call this plumber on your streets, Baba Wasiu, that is just, local plumber or something. And then he comes and tells you the exact same thing. Like, you are going to need to change your pipes and change everything. And it will cost you something similar to what the posh person said now. And you're like, Oga, I don't get that kind of money. And he's like, okay, there's another one I can do for you that will just keep maintaining this problem until when you can fix it. You will pay me 10K. And you're like, all right. So he comes, he takes super glue, he takes one small off cut and one elbow joint and just, merges it together and do something, and then your plumbing is working again. He has done an efficient job. That was efficient. The problem has been fixed, even though it's not the big elaborate fixing. Now, if Baba Wasu decides to give you a complete overall, like fix the plumbing, get the pipes for you, do everything that you are supposed to pay 500K for, and then he still collects the 10K, is Baba Wasu wise? No, Abi, it doesn't have sense, because what money will he use to pay for the materials he bought? Unless even assume he has the materials in his shop, his money he used to buy the material and put it in his shop, Abi. So he's running at a loss. Now, let me explain what I mean. You are in that workplace, you are grossly underpaid and you know it. You're grossly underpaid. All the promises the company made, they've not fulfilled it. Not a single one. I remember one of the places I worked to in the past. They told us and they will review salary after 6 months probation. And the 6 months passed. Oh yeah, I'm on a review salary for where we're going to be paying bonus. Not a single bonus did I receive. Not okay. There was a time they gave us 5K bonus. Then they now said FIRS said they should be taking payee from every employer. So the 5K they gave us, they ended up removing 3,625 from it or something like that. So at the end of the day, my increment was 2K, like around 2.5. So it was not even up to, honestly. It was like 2,000 something, 2K plus. But the plus on top cannot even buy me recharge card. You're in that kind of workplace. You are now you're now overdoing. Do you get like your ginger, the ginger where you dey ginger, where you dey ginger, they pass the money where then they pay you. It's not wise because you're going to burn out. You're going to burn out. And especially if it's a workplace where there's no climbing up the ladder. You know, there are some companies that no matter how many years you work there, there's nothing like promotion. Then there are some that even if there's promotion, there's a likelihood you will not get it because of the number of people that are working there and then how favors are being called and stuff. So please, why are you overdoing? They're asking you will you volunteer to work on Saturday. Another experience, story time. It no be long story, sha. They say, so who is going to volunteer to be on site on Saturday? And you know how they can bosses like that know how to sweet talk you into doing anything for them. Don't worry, your labor will not go unnoticed. That's exactly what she said. Your labor will not go unnoticed. We can see everything you are doing. We appreciate your work. Me like this, I just put my hand at JJ. I'm not interested. I'm not interested in working on Saturday. Anybody and somebody now raise up. At the end of the day, they give the person anything, nothing. There was no overtime payments. There was not even lunch. Do you understand? Not even bottled water. So you are working in a place like that. You are not overdoing. They ask who can do this thing. You are you are raising your hand. As per what secondary school, you are trying to accept the favor they are asking is going to benefit you in a way. You shouldn't be doing favors in a workplace where you are grossly underpaid and it's toxic on top. It might sound wrong in your ear. No problem. If you can continue to continue, I'm just telling you, man, you are going to burn out. You are going to burn out because some places they will use you and use you and use you until there's nothing left for them to use. Then they will fire you. You see, workplace, it's a give and take something. Your boss needs a service, you are rendering that service, and you are getting paid for the service. So it's symbiotic. So why are you overdoing? Why are you? It's not your molebi. It's not your other. Why a family here? Once you hear workplace where they don't they tell you we're a family here, you better even run safe. This is a family. It's a big family. We love each other here. All na whining. They are not your family members. It is a business. It's a give and take something. You render the moment you stop rendering that service, they will fire you. You will go. Do you get? You're just a number to them. God forbid if you drop dead now like this. By the next Monday, there's somebody to replace you. There's somebody to take over your job. My husband lost a friend of his last year to high blood pressure and something. I think he had a stroke and he was just 25 years old. Working how many jobs? Please don't burn out. A lot of us in like millennials, a lot of us are having health issues now because of stress in the workplace. Stop overdoing for your boss when no send you. I understand being a good employee. And another thing they used to whine us, at least this one I know with my former workplace, is best employee of the month. That thing is a big scam, honestly. It's a corporate scam. So you will ginger, you see HR even telling you, you know, then I think at the end of the year, the person that gets best employee the most will get something too. Except what they are giving is a car. Because most of the time, employer of the how much is inside the envelope? 10K. 5K. Then you will now work, overwork yourself because you are competing for best employee. See, me, I would rather be in the bottom of best I don't want to be the best employee. Do the amount of work that your pay is equal to. Do you get like the exact amount they are paying you? What the that payment is what in work is what you should do. You should not be doing more extra, going out of your way to take on extra load of work. Don't do it. You are going to burn out. See, have a work phone. That's another thing. I honestly believe and this one is mostly for people that work remotely. If you work remotely, you need to have a work phone because remote people then they do like say closing time no day. It's still a 9 to 5 job. So please, why are you sending me email by 10 p.m.? Why is email getting to me by 12 midnight? I should do what? Make it a principle. Once 5 p.m., that 5 p.m. that your payment elapse, once it reaches, nobody should be able to reach you. 5 p.m. is when I close. Any other email after 5 p.m., we'll read it tomorrow morning. So far as it's not a life and death situation or it's not something that will make the company collapse, we'll do it the next day. If you are working overtime, ask to get paid for your overtime work. If they're not paying you for overtime, decline. Except you know there's some workplaces, if you now come and decline now, they will fire you. Except that. And that one a bondage, but except that is the situation. Have principles of I resume work 9 a.m., I close work 5 p.m. Any other thing after that is between the organ and the email that is sent. Consign me. Stop overdoing for a boss that does not. Oh Lord. One thing, share have mentioned employee of the month. That one, first scam. Because you people have been asking for increments. How many months now? They will not give you increments, but they are willing to do best. They will be pushing people to get best employee of the month so that you can collect 10K envelope. Please, what's 10K even worth right now? Make it like what's 10K worth for all the stress and mental pressure you will go through to get that 10K. Another thing is how bosses give handouts and then make us feel, my oga is a very nice person. It's the same thing our politicians do. They beg you to vote for them. Now they are not even begging us again. They don't I digress. They don't really send us again, but well, let's move on. Let's move on. They will come, they will give you gongoni of rice, they will give you one sachet of oil, one sachet of Maggi, then you vote for them, then they steal in the millions, in the billions. That's exactly what some of your bosses are doing, and you are calling him, my oga is very nice. Let me explain the niceness and how it is scam. So, my former not even former, that would be former, I think, former, like two workplaces away from where I am right now. The boss, we had several meetings reminding them of how they promised us increments. People say you increase our salary. You say then they will do and the meeting go come long. 4 hours we dey meeting. Wetin we dey talk? Then we are a family. Don't worry. Opportunities are coming. If you put in your best, we have plans for you people. Great plans. And so they will whine us for like 4 hours straight. Then at the end of that whining, Oga will now say HR should share 5K or 10K for everybody. Everybody, yay! Best Oga ever, best Oga ever. Because of 10,000 naira. That 10,000, it doesn't mean anything to him. But that 10K now, he has used it to buy your loyalty for the next couple of weeks or months before you start feeling dissatisfied again with your pay. You come, then they give you another. Then the ones that are always doing birthday in the world, they'll give you cake on your birthday, make you feel loved. They do small. How much is cake, please? How much is small chops? Then the ones that are always buying pizza, small time now they buy. Eh, just HR, get lunch for everybody. Everybody start shouting, hey, because of rice. And it's even Chicken Republic is refuel pack. It might even be egg that is when he should actually be paying you like maybe 100K more than what he's paying you. But if you use other one to hold you in that job for as long as, and then use it to buy your loyalty, basically. And people are there doing my guy. Your guy is not nice just because he gives you a handout. That's not being nice. For me, I feel it is he's still using you. He's using you because ah, that 10K no mean anything to Ram now. If you come out time from how much they pay himself a month, let's even say 10K. The 10K per person that I said they should give each of you. He enter like two M. That 2 M if you know miss you know if you don't mean anything for him. But people have been begging for increment of salary, they will not answer. But they are ready to do birthday. Then the one that annoys me is the retreat, is the yearly retreats. They will put budget of how many million to lodge us in hotel. I did not send you people. Like, why do I want to be locked in a hotel with people I don't like? Colleagues that hate each other, then you people go day hotel, they go lock all of you for there. You people be doing retreats, you be doing exercise, you be doing yoga, you be doing, yes, it can be fun and all of that. But to me, it is nonsense. That money you used to lodge me, and sometimes expensive hotel. Money where you go use lodge me for expensive hotel, they feed me the food. Please just pay me that money as 13th month salary. I prefer it. I prefer it. I would rather even go and lock myself in hotel with my husband. Somebody I actually do love, not colleagues that. So all these things, they are using to cheat us. They are using to cheat you in your workplace. I'm here to open your eyes to the fact that you are not loved in that workplace. So all of that that your boss is doing is to buy your loyalty, buy more time of you being there. Increments they will not give you, your bonuses they will not give you, leave they will not give you, public holidays they will not give you. I used to work on public holidays. I used to work on Saturdays. The one I refused was the day they called me on a Sunday that I should go and collect material on site. I said, lie. My Sabbath day will remain my Sabbath. Nothing, I don't work on Sundays. Nothing will make me go to site on a Sunday. They are ready to use you and use you and use it till you break in half. And you're there doing my guy is nice. My guy is nice. Open your eyes in Jesus' name. Stop overdoing in that workplace. Except if that thing you are doing is you adding to your knowledge, or you're adding it to your portfolio for the next job you will get. Then okay, no problem. Go ahead for the experience. But if it's not benefiting you in any way, you're just you know, best employee of the month, or ah I just may oga no complain, so nobody go do am, make me I just do am for where? If there's nobody to do it, you to sit out. Sometimes some of those things they're asking you to do are jobs that they're actually supposed to employ an entire, like employ somebody to be doing that work. But because they're trying to cut costs, they've thought about it. They will have to start paying another person like 180K a month for that thing. They will not beg you to add it to your workload. Then you to will add it. Or sometimes you do it a few times as favor. Then they start to demand it. Or you do it as favor. Then your guy will now say, okay, I will add 20K to your salary for you to be doing it for us constantly. Then you start, they now start demanding it. Something that actually, if they were to employ somebody to do it, they will be paying the person around 250, around 180. You are taking extra 20K to add to your work, add to your workload. See, start opening your eyes, eh? Start opening your eyes. Sometimes you might have to do those things until you get your next job. That's fine. Just trust God for grace to help your mental health. But if you don't have to, taking on extra work in that talk, it doesn't make any sense. It doesn't. So stop it from today. Stop volunteering work when no concern you. In fact, let them say, you have changed though. No problem. No problem. So far as you are not lazy, the one that you are meant to do, you do it right, you do it efficiently, you do it properly. Finish, collect your money and leave the rest. I remember one of those workplaces too. We had been complaining, especially the transportation, because the site was inside. We had been complaining. Please, people should at least do something about giving us transportation fee and stuff. They didn't do anything about it. The bosses will come, we're on a tight budget, business is not moving, things are not going, people know our countries. Then the next month, the two of guys buy brand new cars. Same month, they decide to travel to go and work, to go and watch match in Qatar. So please, how does that? Can you just imagine? Do you know how much it will cost for them to go to Qatar to go and watch match and lodge and do all of that? But your employee is asking for extra just 50K added to their salary. You are doing shalaye, you are doing your guy does not like you. That guy that you think likes you, he doesn't. You're just a number to him. Anything happens now, God forbid, maybe you make an error at work and something. That's when you will see that your guy you think is nice is not really nice. It's just keeping you so that you buying your loyalty with small, small peanuts so that you will stay. It is where, Sha. I understand the head mentality sometimes that some of us have. But if you have that, please start killing it now. Corporate place is not the place to be forming night. The way they will stab you in the back. Wake up one day. Another one that annoys me is you will tell me to give 1 month notice when I want to resign. And you give 1 month notice, blah blah blah. But when you want to fire me, you not even give me 1 day notice. Me, I will come to work and carry bag and say I'm coming to work. Then that day, you call me, you give me sack letter and say I should be going. But I have to give you 1 month notice before I decide to resign. That one is stuck for another day, Sha. Stop putting in more effort than they deserve to receive. And if there's somebody else to volunteer to do it, please allow the person do it. Employee of the month is a scam. Stop killing yourself to get employee of the month. Go of 10K envelope. How much is 10K, please? This is where, Sha. Because you start volunteer very soon and they now start feeling entitled to the thing where you they offer to do. Now just out of benevolence, they will start feeling entitled. If you enjoy doing it, shall go ahead. Oh, sorrows, prayers, any if you are that nice and it's not affecting you. Because if you burn out, you know have I feel is why some of you don't even go to church on Sundays because you work Monday to Saturday. Sunday is the only day. I'm not creating. Don't use this one as an excuse not to go to church. Oh. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying I get it. Like I understand. That Sunday is the only day you have to do laundry, do other things. Clean up, go to church, relax, still find a way to rest, and then Monday has come again. So any way you can avoid unnecessary work at your workplace, please do it so that you will not burn out and you will not have mental health problem and you don't start having high blood pressure at 22, at 25, at 20 something. You're having high blood pressure. Please calm down and just do what your salary is worth and go to your house. Moving on. Next point. Don't act your age. And this one is for those of you that are sort of like the youngest person in your workplace. You now want to be doing baby of the house. You know that you're the baby of the house. That everybody's just sending you up and down. And they'll be calling you, Ace, come here, that kind of thing. Today, what's be by possibly come and let me do my Facebook. It's not working. Come and let me. Then everybody's sending you up and down. They don't have, they have zilch respect for you. Then sometimes maybe in meeting, you're trying to make a contribution. You hear something, waiting this small boy even know safe. And sometimes it's you're working with older people and you are even their oga. Do you get like you are their boss and the people under you are older? In that kind of scenario, if you start acting like your age, you're acting small, you're acting, they will override it. Because sorry to say, oh, but this side of the world, we idolize respect a little too much. And sometimes it gives some, because see, people that are rude are rude. They are rude adults, they are rude adults, they are rude old people too. So you give liberty to somebody that is rude and old just because they are old, you just allow them go. I'm not saying be rude, I'm not saying be disrespectful, but there's how you can still command equal respect with your colleagues that are older than you. Number one is all that bending down. For me too, that was something I struggled with. Being a Yoruba girl, bending down to greet people and it's so once I know someone is older than me, I'm bending down to greet them. I was doing it in my work. All these things. See, this particular rant purely out of experience. Let me just tell you. So You can take my advice or you can leave it, but I'm advising you based on something I've experienced. So I think my advice is very valid. I'll be bending down to greet somebody that I'm colleagues with just because I feel they're older than me. And did it bite me in the ass? Yes, absolutely. You're not going to command respect like that. Call everybody on first name basis in the workplace. When you go abroad, you will see it. It used to shock them when our people, Nigerians and so when they get to the and someone that is older than you by like 20 something years will tell you, just call me Susan, call me this one. You go come they feel bad. But it's how it's meant to be. Even if it's not on first name basis, like Mr. Tunde, Mrs. This, that makes sense. What is mommy? What is sir? Uncle? Auntie? In the office? Colleague means equals. That's what I feel it is. It's like you're in the same class. Maybe you did SS3 class now in a class where everybody's around 15, 16. Then there's a boy in that class that is 24 years old. Then all of you are now calling him sir. You're not bending down to greet him. Does it make any sense? People are classmates. Whether he's older or not, he's your classmates. What you owe him is respect. Do you get, like, you don't owe him special treatment just because he's older. If you do that special treatment in the workplace, you are going to be biting yourself in, like, a lot will go on that you'll not even be able to. Number one, they will not respect you. Older people they will not. Number two, they will push you around. They will feel you're nothing. Like there's how they will just treat you. So don't act your age. Let nobody despise your youth. Don't let any man despise. Raise your chin. Walk with your shoulders. I'm not saying you should wear 50 shoulder pad, but walk with your shoulders high. Now you young, you know, keep person. And there are some older people that are just rude to you for no reason, because that thing I feel sometimes is jealousy. Where you are currently in your life, they were not there when they were your age. So there's that sense of jealousy or envy. I don't know. But that's just how I feel with older people that are rude. You senior me with 10 years. So what? 10, like really, 10 years, you are not old enough to be my mother, because some of the small time now I'm old enough to, you're not old enough to be my mother. You senior me with 10 years. Can you get pregnant at 10? Okay, there are people that get pregnant at 10, but under normal circumstances, you cannot be pregnant at 10 years old. So please, why are you expecting me to be bending down for you and be doing, we are working in our office, no be, this is not township, village township meeting or township elders meeting. It's not family meeting. It's a workplace. So workplace, treat it as such. It's not family meeting, please. Not that bending down to greet your colleagues just because they're older. Just be respectful. Good morning, Mrs. This. Good morning, Mr. Dano. Good morning, ma. Yes, ma. Good morning, sir. Yes, sir. You're not bending down. They will not respect you. That's the honest truth. Worst of if you are their boss or you are now the HR that has to respond, as in relate to everybody, they will not respect you. Nothing where you go do. With all that you're bending down. Treat people with respect, but expect the equal respect. But I don't know if it makes sense. Because if you're a 56-year-old woman now and I'm 30, you don't have any rights to talk to me like you're talking to your child, because I am not your child, number one. Number two, I am an adult. I'm an adult. So whether you are 62, you are 56, when you see someone that is not a child, there's how you should talk to a 10-year-old. There's how you should talk to a 30-year-old. Like, okay, you're an adult, but I'm older than you. So I'm talking to you like an older state person. Like, okay, I'm older. So I think you should do this way. I think you should do it this way. I'm just talking based on experience that I have. And that's respectful. No, what do you know, Seth? Children of nowadays, Seth, if someone talks to you like that in the workplace, you should actually correct it instantly. Mr. This, I don't appreciate your tone. I don't like it. Please don't talk to me in that manner. I don't appreciate it at all. This is a workplace. We are all adults. Let's behave as such. You have not said anything rude. Do you hear? You are not rude to you. You just cleared them straight. So that is clearing. Then if you are sort of a boss and older people have to respond to you, that's how you can relate with them. One thing God has helped me with after I learned my lesson of not bending down for to greet colleague is relating with older people. Just treat them, see, respect, be playful, be happy around them. There's no need to be doing that bending thing. That way, there's mutual respect. You get it? Like everybody will behave themselves. Then if there's an older person in your workplace that is giving you problem, giving you stress, maybe you've told this woman, stop coming late, then your reports are not properly done. And she's like, you can't leave me. I'll do anything. I've been in this office for 25 years. When did you come? You know, they're the ones that will also do that. I feel you should pull a power move. Yes. Because this person at the end of the day might affect your own job. So if she continuously refuses to adjust and remains inefficient, issue her a query. Yes, if it's within your premise to do it. Issue her a query like, ma, I'm issuing you this query for lateness and for in failure to do this and do that and do that. She will adjust. She will not like you. You are not in your workplace to be liked. That's just the fact. You're not there to be liked. She won't like you, but after that day, she will understand that you are about business. On to the next. Yeah. Next point. Gender equality is a myth. Ooh. So people's body pinching them now. Yes, it is a myth. It doesn't exist. Gender equality does not exist. And I will explain, of course. I'm going to explain. This is for mostly my girlies. If you are a lady working in a male dominated field, this particular point is for you. And I will explain before you offset and beat me. You see that all that what a man can do, a woman can do better. See, Twitter banter, sprinkle, sprinkle. Just keep it on Twitter because it doesn't apply. It doesn't apply to real life. It doesn't. And see, the honest truth, want to think about it. Even the men in your life, like your dad, your uncles, your brothers, because of our culture and where we are, the environment where we grew up in, they are sexist in a way. Let me explain. Before sexist in the sense that there's a tendency for them to say, "Ah, no, please let me take care of it. Let me hold the door for you." Do you get, like, there's that sense of she's a woman, let's protect her. Oh, why are you working on that? So let's hold umbrella for you. Let's Some people consider that sexism. So that's why I says most of them are still, if you want to consider it sexism, they are sexist in a way because they will not see you as somebody that can go through the kind of rigor they can go through. There are men now that overdo it too, that will make you, they want to put you down and make you feel like nothing just because you're a woman. I think let's focus on those ones. Those ones are the reason why I'm talking about these points. Number one thing I'll tell you, don't waste your anger on men like that. Don't. Don't waste, you're not trying to prove a point. You're trying to do gira. You can't, you want to be fighting. You can't talk to me like that. What's the meaning of that nonsense? See, the best way to treat men like that, let him feel like a child. As he's yelling, as he's shouting, opening his throat, just keep, don't see, treat him like say dog they back. Stop trying to prove points to anybody. If there's anything, any point you want to prove, it should be to yourself. Like, I can do this thing and I'm effective in this thing. All that energy you want to be wasting or being angry at a man when no get sense. Just put all that energy into improving on yourself and being very good at what you do. See, if you are good at what you do, and in that male dominated field, you are very good at what you do, the men will come to reckon with you, whether they like it or not. They will come to reckon, they will come to accept that you are good at what you do. They will accept it and there will be nothing they can do about it. So don't waste your energy on hating them, on fighting them, and doing more experience joke. For this one, since I have gone through story time, quick story time. So I remember this particular day on site, we were trying to do a setting out, and I think we were three engineers, or before. I think we were four, and I was the only lady, of course. So we started, and I told them, this thing people are doing is wrong. We are not right on the measurements. We are not like, I can't remember the details, but I noticed something was off about the measurements, and it meant we're holding the wrong side of the drawing to the wrong side of where we were. The side of the building we were measuring was wrong. And I'm like, this side is wrong. This measurement does not correlate with what the drawing says. I was pointing it out. Did they answer me? No, of course. And they will switch to Hausa because they know I don't understand Hausa. So they will switch. Ah, I said it twice or thrice, I think. I pointed it out. They didn't answer me. They just continued doing what they were. And I kept, after that, I just kept quiet. I didn't say anything. After about 3 hours of work, turns out when it was time for them to now, you do the perimeter addition and all of that, it was not adding up. Everything was not adding up. Then they kept trying and trying and trying. Then one of them finally accepted. I think Engineer Messi was right. In that moment, did I gloat? No. Did I say anything? I didn't say anything. I just watched them have to remove all the things they've done for the past 3 hours, of which I was even inside. So I was there to standing in the sun for the 3 hours. You get it? But all the joy I felt, that was right. So honestly, that's how you should act with them. Don't force things. Don't push. Don't fight. Don't do gira gira. Hey, you want to prove a point. You want to just silently, quietly be improving yourself. When time comes, they will reckon with you whether they like it or not. They will. An opportunity to prove yourself will occasionally come. That's your cue to prove that you're good at what you do. But on a normal day, you're trying, like, you want to be proving points, you want to be, you're just wasting. Don't waste your energy on that. Spend your energy on improving yourself and the satisfaction of knowing I am actually good at what I do. If I know men like that, they will one day, out of wanting to make you look incompetent, they will decide to give you work one day. It happened to me. So we were, of course, story time, yeah. We're supposed to do one casting like that one day, and it was Saturday. It was a Saturday. We're not supposed to come to work that Saturday, but they're like, let's just do it this Saturday so that we'll have less work on Monday. I'm like, okay, no problem. So we're to meet on site, the four of us were to meet on site that Saturday morning. And the agreement was for everyone to be on site by 7 a.m. Casting, the earlier you start, the better, before some come up and everybody's tired and stressed and all of that. Then, depending on the size of what we're doing. So I got to site 7 a.m. I'm like, where's everybody? I waited till 9 a.m. Still nobody. So I called my boss, my direct boss, that was also supposed to be with us. How far now, engineer? Waiting this up. He said, sorry, I already called engineer Lagwana and said I was not going to come. So people should just, I'm like, even the social engineer where you call, no day here. Site secretary too is not here. He was not like, engineer, let's just go ahead with the work. I'm like, I don't even have the key to where cement and everything is. It's like we have left the key with the gate man. And in that moment, I knew it was intentional. They wanted me to do that job alone so that because something happened the week before that. Story, story for another day. But something happened during the week. And I felt they did that to try to prove a point that I was not good at good at the work, or I was not efficient, I was not good enough, all of that. So as he mentioned that they had left, I'm like, if you people actually were going to keep to the agreement of all of us being here by 7 a.m. today to start this casting work, you had no reason to leave the key with the gate man. The key will be with the site secretary who was also supposed to show up that day. So all of them decided behind my back not to come to work. I'm like, nice. Work, why don't they do my pop since when I did secondary school? I'm like, oh, nice, nice thing. Actually, I get to even be the boss today and call the shots and do things the way I actually think they should be done. So I put the workers to work and all of that. And by 3 p.m. for around 3 ish, we were done. Something that we had done on other plots that took us 2 days to finish because of mismanagement of staff, number one, mismanagement of money, mismanagement of materials, inability to get the right equipment, different things that had been pointing out with how they were working. And once I'm trying to point out something, they switched to Hausa because I don't speak Hausa. By 3 p.m., he called. Was like, hey, engineer, I say, how far now? Hope work is going on. Have you been able to? I said, yeah, we are done. And he was like, done? I said, yes. Are you sure? I said, yes, I'm sure. He's like, do you know what you were supposed to do? I said, I don't understand. if I was not, if I didn't know what to do, I would not be employed. I'm like, we are done with the work. He was like, please give Sabo the phone. That was supposed to be one of the boys on site. So I gave the boy the phone and he spoke to the boy in house, trying to find out if truly we're done with work. So I finished. I had extra money, something that usually if this money they gave me to do the work that day did not used to be enough for us to do that work. Miss Man, they will meet. Oh my Jesus, material too, no go do. I was able to do everything efficiently in less time than three of them self doing. I did it alone in less time. Come Monday morning, he was on site as early as 7 a.m. It was one of the other boys that was telling me that engineer Agbada was here this morning. I said, really? He came to check the work I did to be sure what I did was correct. Like, really, did she do it right? So my point is, no need for you to fight. One thing they always try to do is to sideline you with information. Like I said, they will be making negotiation. They will switch to Hausa because I don't speak Hausa. I'll just be there. Negotiations, stuff going on site, material, other things. I will just be sidelined. I will not know what's going on. But no problem, my dear. Just continue. Continue to learn the best way. Anyway, be observant too, so that you are not left out on informations, even when they are trying to hide information from you. Be observant enough to notice. Women are naturally intuitive, and most men are not. That's the truth. So use that intuition. What they have is strength. We have intuition. Use your intuition to make sure you are aware of your environment, aware of where you are. So be observant like that. Be learning quietly, silently. The day they will give you work to do, let's trying to prove their to themselves that you actually don't know how to do that thing. That is your cue and your opportunity to prove them wrong. And it feels so nice. Honestly, it feels satisfying to prove people wrong. Like, oh, you put thought I couldn't do this. Oh, yes, I can. I can even do it better than you can. You get like almost after that day, whenever I now come, then let's engineer. I say no, because that's another thing. I'm not taking on extra work. Shebi, you people have been doing it because you don't want to involve me. Please continue. Continue. I'm not trying to prove any point to anybody. You can be a boss lady and be in your feminine energy. You don't have to be dragging masculinity with anybody. You can be in your feminine energy and still be a boss. Do you get? So leaves me to my next point. There's this tendency for them to do this. Our work wife, everybody wants to treat you nice. Maybe you're in a meeting now, there's no seat again, and you have to stand. Somebody offers you a seat, take it. They open door for you, take it. They buy you lunch, take it. No, don't worry, we'll do it for you. Take it. So far as it's not affecting your work and it doesn't mean you are lazy in a way. You are learning on the job, you are doing other things effectively and efficiently. You see all those things men tend to do. They want to hold umbrella for you, they want to give you water, they want to buy you lunch, they want to give you seats. Take it, don't fight it. Other, did I tell you I need, why are you standing up for me? Did I tell you I'm too weak to kiniko kiniko? It just makes you look like a child that is ranting. Take it, my sister. So far as it's not like they're making sexual advances at you, it's just that, male instincts to protect. Oh, she's so fragile. Let's protect her. Enjoy it, my sister. Don't follow them and be dragging work. Because the honest truth, if you work in a field like mine that is physically tasking, there are some things, honest, there are some days, I will stand, I'll just tell myself, Unado, because there's no reason for me to be standing right now. The workers already know what they are supposed to do. And I can occasionally stand up to go check what they are doing. So why am I standing inside sun for 6 hours? Me, I will go and sit down. Cannot really send them like that. You get. So what they are trying to prove points, overdoing to prove point, it's not necessary. It is not. Next thing I'll say is don't be the lady that now proves them right. Be actually good at what you do. Don't be that lazy employee. This one, I heard a tech bro complaining about the fact that these women in tech thing now that's raining, some of them actually don't know as much and there's this hype and stuff. I get it. So don't, all I'm saying is don't be that person. If you're actually going to be in that field, please make sure you might have to work twice as hard, tries as hard, even thrice you might have to. Please put in the work. Be actually good at what you do. Don't be lazing away. Don't be pushing your work to other people. You're just there, you're watching Korean film at work when you're supposed to be doing something. Don't be that girl that proves them right. Please don't sleep your way to the that and I'll use what I have to get what I want. Don't do it. The moment you start sleeping to get to the top, you will continue sleeping. And how long do you want to be sleeping with men for? Different men. Because you want to get a job opportunity or because you want a gig, because you want a marketing deal. You are sleeping, you are sleeping. My dear, some of you be like, no, if you don't even fear offending God and fornication, adultery, all of that, because some of you too will sleep with married men. If you don't even fear all of that, you don't even fear God self. You know fear your body. Like STD, they scare you. Okay, oh, HIV now, the drug per month is around, according to what I heard, they say the thing be like 3M since the aid to Nigeria and other things were withdrawn. Small, small, my sister. Small, small. Oh, stop using what you have to get what you want. Okay. Stop sleeping your way up the corporate ladder. Then you now make the rest of us look like that's what all of us did. And even those of us that actually put in the work, we still look because somebody has actually said that to me. Oh Lord. Now when I think about it, just Chineke. Someone said that to me when he was like, you graduated with a 2-1 from FET. I say yes. Civil engineering. Are you sure? I'm like, I don't understand. Yes, I'm sure. Like, all these girls, we know what you people do. We know what you do to get. I'm like, what do they do that? What? Please don't do that. Trying to insinuate that I slept my way to having a 2-1. If I now have first class, what will you now say? I slept with the VC. Omo, Sha, my point. Don't make the rest of us look like that's what we are doing by doing it. So don't do that. Please don't. Dressing provocatively to work. Yeah, omo. Una small, small, oh, honestly, small, small. Dressing provocatively, then HR will call you and say, hey, what's wrong with what I'm wearing? As if you do not know what you are doing. When you left your house, you did not see that your inner thighs were showing with the slit on that dress or as your cleavage. Then this, my body, my choice, telling women to dress decently means you're trying to control us because men cannot control themselves. I'm like, no, really no. Understood that men will be men, some men, not even all men. Some of those promiscuous ones we still see, even if you wear like cover head from head to toe, sometimes men that want to do bad things we still do bad. I get it. But please, regardless of it's respecting yourself safe when you dress properly. I don't know how some of you feel comfortable. Your nipple, your breast, everything there outside, and you are going to walk. You bend down, everything is showing. Your slit is entering your nyash. What is the problem? You are wearing bodycon dress to work and you don't wear pants. What is wrong with you? This is where please dress decently. You are working in a maid, dress properly, dress decently. You don't need to put everything on display to get gigs. To please put your breast inside clothes. Okay? Okay. Then know your limits. For if you work in a place that's physically tasking, don't overdo, don't go because you're trying to prove points. See, the honest truth is men are stronger than we are. That's just the I mean physical strength now. They're stronger than we are. They can stand 12 hours and nothing will do them. Me, I can stand 12 hours now, start feeling dizzy. Something that so please, if there are things you can delegate, there are things you can avoid, not totally, oh, but you do small and leave the rest for them. Please go ahead if it doesn't affect your work. Know your limits. And you also have to be careful. Keep yourself safe. I remember I was attacked on site when I was God. I have gone through a lot. Yes, I was attacked on site, and thank God for protection. Honestly, that day it was just the hand of God. It was just the hand of God. So please, if you can buy pepper spray, you can have tasers, you can have pocket knife, you can have things to protect yourself with. Hairpin that has knife inside, things. There are some very creative things now that people are making, and people will say, in the situation, what if you are not even able to reach those things? At least have them, okay? Have them with you. Have your pepper spray, have your tasers, have your knife, your pocket knife, something to defend yourself with. Don't let any man victimize you. Don't let anybody sexually harass you. And even if it happens, God forbid, have evidence so that you can take it up legally. Don't be quiet, because that's one thing now. Yeah, so I understand they are the ones that will lie. There are ladies that are lying now. And that thing, honestly, yeah, I feel you should go to jail. If you lie that somebody raped you, you should actually go to jail. That's what I feel. I feel that thing should be they should put it inside law, because it's beginning to silence people that actually go through it. They can't talk because they feel people will say they are lying and all of that. Have evidence. Maybe sending you text that you don't appreciate. Sometimes some men be sending nudes, unsolicited. Have evidence of those things so that you can defend yourself if the need arises. And God forbid, if in this, maybe you don't even have pepper spray or something, hit him in the balls, hit him in the nuts. Yes, that I want to believe that works every time. It's not a film thing, it actually works. Kick him in the balls. Don't let anybody victimize you. Yeah, to the next point. Fake it till you make it. Fake it till you make. See, toxic workplace, you now want to be proving that you don't know one particular thing. No, take the job. Be like, okay, be nodding your head. Then when you get back home, go and open YouTube, watch YouTube video. Find someone. If there's someone you can trust that knows how to do that thing, ask for help. But when you are in the moment and in the workplace, don't make it obvious that you are scared, or you are not good at this thing, or you don't know this thing. Don't make it obvious, because they will use it against you. Workplace is not one of those places that there's some kind of honesty that will hurt your work. Hey Jesus, I have another story for this one. Oh. So when I got that my first salary job, before then I had gotten a project that was running, and I was trying to get a job that would pay me monthly before that particular project ended. And I actually did. And I thought they would ask me to resume by the end of the month, but they now asked me to resume earlier than that. So I approached the HR, because they said, you're not allowed to take on, if you're working with our company, you're not allowed to have conflicting interests, something. Being a good girl, it was my own first experience of, not first experience, but where I worked prior to that was kind of a low key place. I didn't really have issues and anything like that. So it was not really, really corporate, because it was not office. It was mostly site and stuff. That was my first time in a actual corporate office and all those things. So when the HR said that, after that meeting, I walked up to her and I told her, I'm sorry. I know we're supposed to resume next week on Monday, but there's a contract I'm currently handling that will be rounding up very soon, shortly. So I just wanted to let you know. So I don't have the guilt on my conscience that I'm going, I was not trying to be a good Christian. Mm. Tell me why from that. So she was like, oh, no problem. Thank you for telling me. Blah, blah. I'm like, oh, thank you. And then she was a Yoruba girl like me. So me, I was forming a molebi me. They are not your molebi. Anyways, from the Monday we're supposed to resume, I was now able to delegate work under my former side. So I was still able to make it to work. Tell me why this girl was calling constantly to find out if I was at work. And any day she would call, luckily for me, I'll not be at work that day. Calling. I'm like, I already told you, but I told you this thing. Then the meeting after that, because we used to have these monthly meetings. First Friday, I'll be Monday, first Monday of the month. We used to have these monthly meetings. Tell me why in front of the entire organization This girl decides to bring it up that we heard, okay, she said, I heard information reaching me says some of you engineers are taking up jobs aside the ones you are doing here with us. You're taking up other contracts outside this. Engineer Mercy, I'm talking to you particular. Hey, Jesus. I just sat down there. I was too stunned to speak. And she went on, went on, went on. I'm like, after she had ranted for a while was when I could gather my thoughts to actually defend myself. But I did try to defend myself, but it felt so embarrassing. So see, there's some honesties that if you do it in the workplace to backfire. Okay, all right, be nodding your head. So you do then, no problem. Just be gathering the information on what they asked you to do. Then go and learn that thing in your secret place. Because more time you start hearing, you make one mistake and they start saying, you're incompetent. I don't think you still want to work here. If you don't want to work here anymore, then you can leave. Kiniko, kiniko. They'll start small time, small mistake. So if you don't know it, fake it, carry your shoulder like say you sabi am, then go and figure it out later on your own. And last thing I'll talk about, final is when the time comes for you to resign, do it in grand style. Resign with your full chest. Because see, God, this thing it happened to my brother. So I know what I'm saying. They will keep you in a job, paying you nonsense money. Then when you now say you want to leave, because they know how valuable you are, the increment you have been asking for, they will not offer you. I've seen cases where somebody decided to resign because they know how valuable you are. They will now say, how much is the company you are going? How much are they offering you? We'll pay you double. I'm like, so really, you people could pay me double all this while. Why did you not pay me the double? Like, they don't like you. Honestly, corporate place, they don't like you. Why didn't you pay me? If you had been paying me that double since, I won't have a reason to say I want to leave this job. And don't make that mistake. Once you have submitted that letter, even if they are offering you the Nigerian presidency, like you will be if you go back to that job, honest, you will regret it. Because there's a possibility they will keep you around until they can find a replacement for you and then they will fire you because you are not a team player. So if you anything that makes you submit that resignation letter, even if that whatever they're offering you, just put it at the back of your ear and be going where you want to go. Because it will not end well. So whenever it's time for you to resign, resign in grand style. Type that resignation, walk out of that place to your shoulder high, and leave their work for them onto the next one that God will provide for you. Another one that they'll tell you, you have to lecture the person that is going to take on the job. So that one. If it's going to be outside the scope of your normal, they tell them to pay, then you will do the tutoring. Yeah. And there's some place they will even, they will say you should give them 1 month notice. Then the last you work for that month, then they refuse to pay you. Happened to me. They refused to pay. My husband just told me, see, leave, don't stop messaging the HR girl. Leave her alone. Don't say anything again. They didn't pay me until I think the silence actually where I just stopped messaging her. She messaged me, I would not reply, not a single word. Then I think 3 months after was when they finally paid me my severance check. So see, just leave. Even if they refuse to pay you, leave that money for them to be bile in their system. Just leave it and go. You have decided to leave, resign and leave with your shoulders. And another thing, some companies, they will not start saying bad things about you when you leave. Normal level, it shouldn't bother you. Even the colleagues you are leaving behind, leave everything behind and move on. Move on to the next place. All right. I think we are done. I somewhere in my head, I feel there's a point I'm missing. So if there's something else you suggest for people that are working in a toxic place, please just drop it in the comments. And this will be all for this week. Thank you guys for listening to me. If you've listened to this point, I'm checking my timer now. It's 1 hour something. Even though I wanted all of this to be in 40 minutes. But I like talking. Yes, I like talking to you. I like talking about stuff with you. So yeah, thanks for listening to me. I appreciate it. Keep reposting, keep sharing my links with your friends and your family and everybody. And yeah, I'll see you next week. Bye.